Hi guys, it's Matt here again at m-vapes, and today we have got a video, a little review and a little build on a new product by Wotofo called the Lush Plus RDA. Those that remember, they brought out a Lush RDA. I don't think I've got one actually left. Let me have a quick look. Not prepared, hang on. Yes, I do have one. There we go. That was the original Lush RDA, which looked like so on the inside, typical sort of 4-post jobby. Well, this is the new Lush Plus RDA, so let's have a little look see. Exceptionally tight box today. T-shirt competition, and there we go. And I presume in the bottom we have the usual 3 bags of stuff. Spare coils, wicking material, O-rings and screws, and the new zany screwdriver. Right. Okay, so this is the Lush up close, and I think that is a rather stunning looking little RDA. I've already written the description on the website and had a bit of a gush fest over it because something about the way that looks just ticks all the boxes for me. Now it is a 24mm diameter RDA, which is nice to see, and we've got the Lush logo engraved on there, Lush Plus underneath, gold plated reverse threaded 510, and that screw there is just what holds on the negative post, but we'll come to the deck in a moment. Now I really like this little indent here. It makes pulling the top cap off really nice and easy. They've also made this bottom deck section slightly wider than this section, so this section here is 24mm and this is about 23mm here, and then it goes back up sort of to 24mm in these 2 sections at the top there. But the way having that little lip just there and that indent there makes pulling the he says he's got gloves on, have absolutely no grip, makes pulling that apart without gloves on quite easy. That's the chamber, sort of chamfered chamber there. Now I must state before we look at the deck, the drip tip that comes with it is a Delrin tip, and it's not a 510 drip tip, and I don't think it comes out. Oh yes it does. It does come out, held in by inverted double O-rings there, but you won't fit a standard 510 drip tip in there, so you have to use the one that's supplied. Not to everyone's liking, but I think being short, stubby, wide drip tip, I think that's, you know, unobjectionable. Okay, so the deck, look at that. That is something else. 2-post essentially. What they've done is they've basically brought the each post in at an angle, so that these two are a lot closer together. So this side is your positive, as you can see it's insulated there, and this side is the negative. That was the one held in with the screw, you see. So the idea being that you could build a coil across here and here using these 2 holes, or you could build a positive leg in there and a negative leg in the bottom one here, and then the one on the opposite side you could do that one and that one. So there's lots of options of you know, how you want to put your coils in, depending on the size of the coil that you're using, how many wraps you've done, etc. Which I think is a really nice touch. The prototypes of these had I think a flat head screw, but they've changed that to a crosshead screw, which is a lot nicer, and you can really clamp those down. The hole size I think is about 2.3 by 2.5 mil, slightly oval, and you can get really, you know, big thick staple claps and things like that in there. And as you can see, the airflow comes in from the side, two oval slots here, and then up here, so it's direct under coil airflow, the same on both sides. Now, it isn't adjustable, but I'll come back to that when we put a build on it. It isn't adjustable, but it's good. It's really good. They seem to have got it just right. Now, it might just be for me, but I'm pretty sure other people would appreciate that is it's just in the sweet spot, I think, for airflow, so for direct lung, you know, sub-ohm coil building, and being under coil airflow, it's very, very nice for flavour as well. So that is the Lush Plus RDA. In addition to this, which we've got in stock, we are also doing, exclusive to m-vapes, a bottom fed version. So as we already do the bottom fed Troll V2 and Freak Show V2, we now do this in bottom fed. So we convert these in-house, and as you can see, you've got a hole going all the way through, so you can use this on your squonking devices. Okay, so that is the Lush Plus RDA in standard version and in bottom fed version. These are both in stock at m-vapes, www.mvapes.co.uk. The standard version is, I think, $26.95, and the bottom fed version is $34.95. Right, if you don't want to watch me do a build, you can sign off now and be done. But if you're interested in a little build I'm going to do it on the squonking version, because I've already started, as you might have saw earlier. And yeah, we'll do a little build and have a little vape. Okay, so as you can see, I have pre-installed a couple of coils on here. Nothing fancy. They are just 26 gauge cancel, about 10 wraps each coil, around a 2.5mm bit, coming out at about 0.57, 0.59 of an ohm. And these are the coils. Just one coil on its own is what I do in my tank atomizers for sort of about 1 ohm mouth to lung, but putting two in obviously halves the resistance, so 0.5, 0.59, and yeah, I thought I'd give this a try, and we're going to do this and be obviously a direct lung inhale setup. So I've got the coils in there sitting nice and central over the airflow holes, and what I've done is I've put the positive leg in, sorry, I've gone off camera, positive leg in here, and the negative I've put over here in the lower one, and then on the opposite side obviously negative in this one and positive in the lower one. So they've all got their own hole for the legs, and that way I've got it nice and central, because of they're quite a short coil in overall length, so I've done it that way, and I think it looks quite neat. So let's go ahead and get some cotton installed in these. Okay, as you see, we've just installed the cotton and tucked the legs of the wick down into the little grooves that are there, and primed it up with some juice ready to go. I would point out that it might be an idea to have a slightly longer coil, so a few more wraps than what I've done, just so that they sort of go a little bit further along, just to avoid any juice going down into the juice channels. I don't think it will, as long as you don't sort of over drip it as such. That's where, you know, this is going to come into its own being a squonking RDA, or if you buy the squonking version, because obviously you're going to be supplying juice through the hole at the bottom, and that will saturate the wicks from the bottom up rather than dripping down, so that will reduce any risk of any juice coming out of the airflow holes. But something to be aware of. But you probably won't build how I've done it with these, you know, tiny little epoxy little coils in. You'll probably have something like a decent sized Clapton or something in there. But I just wanted to do it like this for a little sort of flavour setup. So that's what we've gone with for now. So let's put it back together and have a vape. Okay, I've gone and installed it on the little Wotofo Serpent 50 watt box mod for now, just because I haven't got any squonkers cleaned out and ready to go, so we'll just use it on this. That is on there, like I say, that was it's coming out 0.57 of an ohm, and we've got this at 36 watts, so nothing crazy, which that equates to 4.5 volts. So yeah, we'll have a vape and see how it goes. Absolutely stunning. Really smooth airflow. It's not the quietest, but it's certainly not the loudest. But it is very, very smooth. Having it under coil as well. Sorry, yeah, under coil. It just brings out the flavour. So I'm gonna vape. That is lovely. That could certainly be an all-day setup for me. And I'm not a direct lung vapor, as you know, but that is very nice indeed. Yeah, that is lovely. I say when you drip on it, you know, just don't go crazy, because if you've built like me, you could get some down the airflow holes. But if you're sensible, that'll be alright. Or if you've built a proper coil rather than what I've built, then you'll also be alright. Because it's non-adjustable airflow, you know, it doesn't matter which way you put the top cap on. Let's try this at 50 watts. Plenty of clouds. Comes a little bit warmer then, but it's a very pleasant vape. Very happy indeed. I wouldn't tend to vape at 50 watts. You know, I always try and keep the wattage in relation to the voltage. So I as a guide, I actually normally, you know, vape around the sort of 4 to 4.2 volt mark, sort of regardless of the setup. So this is at 31 watts now. Equally as nice. I've not got the best flavour palette, to be fair, and I can't tell much difference between vaping at 30 watts or 50 watts, so I'm not the best person to ask, but we're all individuals and we all know what works for our, you know, our own preferred tastes. So having regulated devices, you can set it where you like, you can build what you like. This is certainly capable of doing a vast sort of spectrum to suit everyone's needs. The only thing I would say that it wouldn't do would be a restricted direct lung inhale, because obviously the airflow is non-adjustable, so it is a fairly loose direct lung inhale, but that's really sort of what most sort of RDAs are designed for. But like I say, you can have this at, you know, I've got this at 31 watts, 0.57 ohms, 4.2 volts, and for me there's plenty of clouds, absolutely lovely flavour. That is a great all-day vape. happy as a pig in shit. Okay, so that has been the Lush Plus RDA by Wotofo. If you've liked the look of this, then I say pop along to m-vapes.co.uk and you can pick yourself one up. And if you fancy a bottom fed version, then you can, oh no, I've got the bottom fed version on there, you can pick yourself one of those up as well. That is it for now. I'm losing my marbles, and I will come back with more brains and more videos soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.
Do you want it right now? Oh, I can't let